It was a traumatic change.
Debra Nelson is mostly known for being Farrah Abrams' mom and also one of the most polarizing family members from Teen Mom. But it's been a while since we last saw a detailed update about everything going on with her.
Somebody comes into your life and you see a transformation.
From bizarre career changes to scary health conditions, Debra's life has taken so many unexpected turns over the last several years.
I will remember this for the rest of my life.
And you guys will be shocked when you hear the crazy truth about what's really happening to Debra and what her relationship with Farrah is like these days. Shortly after MTV cut ties with Farrah, Debra got married to Dr. David Mers. The network later aired a segment featuring some moments from the wedding, but the details of Debra's big day, along with what happened behind the scenes, were seriously astonishing. Despite all the dramatic fights that Debra had been having with her daughter, Farrah was actually her maid of honor, and the invitations that Debra had specifically designed for the wedding were interesting to say the least. Instead of just using their full names, Debra and David chose to include their professional titles as well. Unsurprisingly, David had doctor in front of his name, but Debra's title was a little bit different. After Debra's name, she listed EMBA, which basically means she has an executive master's degree in business. But she wasn't just a businesswoman. A sneak peek clip was played during the wedding reception that revealed Debra's other, far more unusual career choice. Debra had previously decided to get into the music industry. She launched her rap career with the release of her first single, Deb's OG, which was also the name she used while performing. Needless to say, Debra becoming a rapper was a big surprise to pretty much everyone. But unfortunately, we couldn't keep up with Debra's musical ability on MTV because she was no longer filming. I don't think anybody really believed that she was too serious about making music anyway. But what ended up happening with her rap career is honestly insane. Believe it or not, Debra has continued making music. Her last album was released in 2021, but it sounds like she's been working on new songs. She even filmed quite a few music videos. But to tell you the truth, the videos are downright shocking. Between Debra's revealing mesh outfits and her mind-boggling dance moves, her music videos are beyond strange. But that's not the only type of content on her YouTube channel, not by a mile. Debra also started her very own podcast last year. On it, she talked about a wide range of topics like mental health, traveling, reality TV, and architecture. But her guests have also been really fascinating, especially recently. In 2 of Debra's latest podcast episodes, a few of her guests were actually Farrah's former friends. They helped Debra set the record straight about what had really happened while they were filming with MTV. In the episode featuring Tyler Cooksey, Debra spilled some unbelievable tea. She claimed that Farrah's past allegations about being physically harmed during her childhood were completely false. I don't necessarily think everything Farrah has said is the truth, but I'm not sure I believe Debra's version either. Debra also called out her ex-husband Michael's supposed bad behavior. She said that he acted like a calm, quiet person when the cameras were rolling, but when he wasn't being filmed, Michael's true colors were exposed. Michael was reportedly much more aggressive and angry when he wasn't putting on an act. Not only that, but Debra also claimed that he had cheated on her more than 20 times. One of his alleged affairs even caused him to miss the birth of Farrah's daughter, Sophia. Michael didn't arrive at the hospital until the day after Sophia was born because he was allegedly with another woman. But Debra said that the woman's house was only 2 hours away, but Michael had fallen asleep there and missed the phone calls about Farrah. Interestingly, Debra and Tyler also made a bizarre comparison between how Farrah acted after appearing on TV and Michael's alleged real behavior. They believe that being in the spotlight had made Farrah's aggressive and narcissistic behavior insanely worse. Debra also brought up Farrah's career in the adult entertainment industry. She admitted that she wouldn't have an issue with Farrah's work in that field if she was more professional. But last year, Debra revealed that her life had been seriously affected by some of Farrah's super disturbing choices. In an interview with the Ashley's Reality Roundup, Debra claimed that she had lost out on a job opportunity because of Farrah. Apparently, when potential employers realized that Debra was related to Farrah, they were no longer interested in hiring her. But that wasn't just because of Farrah's involvement in the adult industry. It turns out that Farrah had also been selling something that was extremely gross and restroom themed. Debra couldn't understand Farrah's reasoning behind it all, but it doesn't seem like that's what caused their current rift. In May 2021, Debra and Farrah got into another one of their disagreements. But as I'm sure you already know, Farrah's arguing can get out of control very quickly. Debra and Farrah haven't spoken about what was different about this particular fight, but something very serious must have happened. After the argument, Debra was ready to take some space from Farrah. She apparently needed to process whatever had happened during the incident, but what she revealed later on was truly devastating. According to a recent interview with the Instagram fan page @TeenMomFans, Debra found out that Farrah had blocked her number after the fight. She had also cut off every other form of communication that the two had, which Debra is still heartbroken about. Debra revealed that it's been over 2 years since she talked to Farrah, which meant she hadn't seen or heard from Sophia either. She confessed that she misses Sophia so much, and she's still hopeful that she'll be unblocked someday. But before Debra's interview, Farrah had previously made a startling revelation. In a January 2021 interview with Harper's Bazaar, Vietnam, Farrah claimed that she and her mom were getting along better than ever. She believed that MTV had actually been intentionally trying to stir up drama between her and Debra. But the reason why Farrah accused the network of trying to cause problems was honestly crazy. Farrah claimed that after she stopped filming for Teen Mom, their rough relationship improved so much. After realizing that she could talk to her parents without immediately getting defensive, Farrah was convinced. She truly felt that MTV had been trying to turn her against her parents for years, which is pretty extreme. It doesn't seem like MTV had any involvement in Farrah and Debra's last argument, but either way, it still sounds like Farrah currently still has her mom's phone number blocked. But if she ever got curious about what Debra has been doing lately, there are plenty of vlogs on her YouTube channel. Debra regularly uploads vlogs about gardening, her vacations, and tips to make it in the music industry. But a few months ago, she shared a clip of herself at a doctor's office. Debra had just had a small operation done, and the reason for the procedure was seriously troubling. The doctor revealed that he had surgically removed a little growth near Debra's chin. Apparently, Debra's medical team had confirmed that the spot was actually a type of skin cancer, but thankfully the doctor was able to successfully remove the whole growth and all of the cancer. Even though Debra has constantly shared videos on her own channel for a while, she still wanted to get back on TV. In the last few years, she actually auditioned for Survivor and The Voice. Unfortunately, Debra didn't progress past the audition process for either of the shows. However, she has managed to land minor acting roles in a couple of short independent films since then. But that's not all. Surprisingly, Debra also returned to MTV last year when she appeared on season 2 of Teen Mom Girls Night In. But her latest updates haven't all been so exciting. 2 years ago, Debra was involved in some intense legal drama. In 2021, Debra's mom, Carmela Danielson, shockingly accused her of financial fraud. In the court documents, Carmela claimed that Debra had opened an IRA account under her name for $40,000. But what's really shady is that Debra allegedly listed herself as the beneficiary on the account. Carmela had trusted Debra to handle her finances for years, but after the IRA account was opened, Debra told her mom that her money had completely run out. Carmela fully believed her daughter for quite a while, but what happened next was absolutely insane. Carmela had supposedly been asking Debra for money just so that she could buy groceries, but then she found out that Debra had opened an account without her permission. Carmela then discovered that her own daughter had allegedly been stealing thousands of dollars from her. Carmela supposedly managed to close the IRA account and cut off all financial connections to Debra. Then she brought the stolen money up with her daughter, which did not go over well at all. Debra and David reportedly showed up at Carmela's house. They were incredibly angry with her for shutting down the account and refused to leave her property. Carmela allegedly called the police when her daughter started getting aggressive. I can't believe how much messy drama is apparently in Debra's life. After Carmela had to get the police involved, she was granted a protection order against Debra. But unfortunately, the details about whether or not Debra could potentially be facing criminal charges for fraud haven't been publicly revealed yet. Debra has definitely had her fair share of ups and downs over the years. Everything she's been through since she stopped filming for Teen Mom has been so unexpected. It'll be interesting to see which direction Debra's life goes next. But what do you guys think? Do you think that her relationship with Farrah will ever improve? And what are your thoughts on the allegations Debra made on her podcast about Michael and Farrah? Let me know in the comments below.